Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Today is October the 15th. It's Sunday, just before the start of the market. It's about 11 p.m. Pacific. And today I just want to get started on one market, and I'm going to be really focusing just for about 5 or 10 minutes on the euro dollar. Before we dive into the euro dollar, I want to look at the dollar index. Just to get a perspective of what I'm looking at when it comes to the dollar strength or weakness. Now, on the daily time frame, as you can see, at the beginning of this year, it has been pretty much a dollar weakness, and as you can see, price topped out at about 103, closer to 103.77 or so. And throughout the course of this year, technically, if you on Elliott's counts, you can pretty much count 3 waves down, where this will be the 1, 2, and then this is the 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and then you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 3. Here you can have an A, which would be, I'll just do the A of 4 basically. So you would have A of 4 here, and then you would have a B of 4 here, and then you would actually have this wave C of 4, which ended pretty much right at the same height of the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So in that case, we should be looking for one more wave down, which would be dollar weakness. In the same token, if you're looking at the euro, that would mean that the euro has more room to the upside if we're going off the dollar exchange. And with that being said, what's likely to happen here, if this is the top of wave 4 where my 4 is at in the DX, well then you have possibly, you can count 1, 2, possibly 3, 4, and right where it found support, this can technically be one wave, so this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 1. And if this is the case where the bottom is at roughly, give or take, 92.58 or so, you should be seeing a move up, which will be dollar strength basically. And for wave 2, you would basically probably find some resistance at about 93.67 or so. However, another way to look at this is that wave 4 is currently not complete, and now you have A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 3, and then wave 4, and now you have wave 5 that would likely go up higher than where I currently have it, and probably end at around 94. And if you look at it compared to the euro, what that would mean is this. Let me go back to the euro, and that will mean that instead of this current low here at 1663 being wave 4, and now you're going to see a wave up, you should see more strength in the dollar, and the dollar could actually find its critical support around it'd be around the 115 area. It would need to break the 116.25 to really try to find another point of support. But right now, as it's currently going, if prices was to continue lower, then right now it's already at the support level, and price needs to break the 1775 each moral cloud support level, which is also another it's a support level on several different outcomes. And even if I ended up putting my GAN fan in here, I'm pretty sure that that 1775, 1780 area should come up. Let's see here. Boom. So you can see it'd be 1/3, and as you can see 1/3, it already, this particular area was at like 1810 level where the 1/4 purple line is at, and then now you're expecting it to find some a bit of a support right at the 1775, 1780 level. If it breaks that, well then now um, it's definitely to me it will be a sell signal for prices to finally, most likely, uh, break this particular low of the 1671. And if that's the case, well then currently wave C is not in place, and but there's still alternatives to that. If this was the A, then you got this as the A, and then the B, C for B. This is how I have it, and now I'm expecting wave C to find some support and be done near this 1530 level. Now another way to count this is, now this is the B of E here, and now you have wave C that's done at 1670, and now you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 1. Instead of this being a B, this will be um, an alternate 1. So I'll put alternate 1 of 5, basically. Uh, and in that case, you would need prices. You would want prices to, let's see, on the Fibonacci level, you would want it to come more towards. And let me take some of this stuff off, just so you can see it a little bit better at least. Let me see here. Let me remove some of this. Let's see. Okay, let me remove that. And if this is the case, well, let's do a Fibonacci retracement from the low to the top. And then now let's try to find where 0.618 or so, 0.5 would be at. And then we just get rid of this. Let's see, I'll get rid of these. And either way, as you can see, let's see, you can't really see it that good. Let's see. Yeah, because I see something with 100. Let's see, maybe, did I take off everything? Let's see if I took everything off. I took the 100 off. 23.6 I didn't take. Alright, and then let's look at it now. 5, 100. Okay, that must be something else. Either way, as you can see, the 0.5 is at 1778, which is right near this purple Ichimoku support line. So you would even if you thought about going long, you would need to see what's going to happen once prices come here to the 1775 level. Now, if you wanted to go long, I'm not going to do it, but if you wanted to go long, you would need a tight stop just in case, and that stop would actually be at around 1750. So you only want to give yourself about a 25 tick risk on this particular trade, because if it impulsively breaks through this support of 1775, you can bet that it's going to break through 1750, and then once it clears that, it's going to go and it's going to eventually find its next support level near 1715, 1720 or so. And then that's when you're going to have to tell yourself, is this in place? Is this 4 in place? Or is this 4 going to be around where I have my wave C of wave 4? So there's a primary, which my primary is, this is an A, and then this is an A here, then then I have a B here. So this is A, then this is an A, then this is A of B, then this is B of B, and then this is C of B, and basically you're going to have a 5-wave move down, which would go below the low of 1671. So with that being said, just keep an eye and see what happens overnight, and let's wait for prices to break the 1775. If it finds hard support here and you see something impulsive go up, well then most likely you still can't count it out, but it could be a possible that this is wave 4 and this is wave 105, because you can definitely see that this is impulsive. So there's my primary and my alternate, and this is the one market that I'm going to discuss today, and tomorrow I will come back with another dollar pair market based off of the DX, which most likely will be the pound. I'll look into the New Zealand, I'll look into the Aussie, and a few other trades. But let me see if I have my daily. As you can see on the daily, this will be the 3, this is the A, B, C, D, E, B, and then currently this will be the A here, A, B, and then C for B. And now you should see wave 4 probably in closer to 1520, where this green or this purple support level is at. However, 4 could already be in place because you can clearly count the 5 waves down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 4. So there's the primary, there's the alternate, and let's just see what happens. And happy trading.